In the world of football, few stories are as inspiring and unlikely as that of Alphonso Davies. His journey didn't begin on a pristine pitch or in a high-tech academy, but in a refugee camp in Ghana, under conditions of uncertainty and hardship. Born on November 2nd, 2000, to Liberian parents who were fleeing the horrors of civil war, Alphonso's early life was anything but normal. His family had escaped the brutal conflict in Liberia, one of the bloodiest civil wars in African history, seeking shelter in a refugee camp where hope was often the only currency. Food was scarce. Clean water was a luxury. And yet, somehow, out of this chaos, a dream would be born. At the age of 5, Davies' family was resettled in Canada through a refugee resettlement program. They arrived in Edmonton, Alberta, hoping to start over, carrying nothing but their survival, faith, and the fragile promise of a better future. For the young Alphonso, Canada became a place of freedom and opportunity, a stark contrast to the uncertainty of refugee life. But adjusting wasn't easy. He had to learn English, adapt to a new climate, a new culture, and the invisible pressure of being the eldest son in an immigrant family trying to make it. Despite these challenges, something incredible was already stirring inside Alphonso. His natural athleticism and love for football quickly became clear. From a young age, he was faster than the other kids, more agile, more determined. His first organized football experiences came through free programs in school and local clubs, eventually leading to a place in the St. Nicholas Soccer Academy in Edmonton. By the age of 14, Alphonso was offered a spot at the Vancouver Whitecaps residency program, an elite youth development setup for one of Canada's professional teams. It was a life-changing opportunity, but also a difficult decision for his family. Letting their teenage son move across the country to pursue a dream many would consider unrealistic took courage, but Alphonso had already proven that he wasn't ordinary. At just 15 years old, Alphonso Davies made history. He became the youngest player to sign a professional contract in the United Soccer League, USL, joining Whitecaps FC2. His maturity on the ball, speed, and decision-making were leagues beyond his age. Within a year, he was promoted to the senior team, the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer, MLS, and the football world began to take notice. By the time he was 17, he was already being hailed as one of the brightest prospects in North America. But it was in 2018 that the world truly opened up for Alphonso. European scouts had been circling for months, but it was German powerhouse Bayern Munich that secured his signature for a then-record MLS transfer fee of over $20 million. At first, skeptics questioned whether a Canadian teenager could break into one of Europe's most elite teams. But Alphonso silenced every doubt, not with words, but with blistering performances. By the 2019-2020 season, he was a starting left-back for Bayern, playing with calmness, intelligence, and electrifying pace that terrorized defenders and thrilled fans. That same season, Alphonso helped Bayern Munich win the treble, Bundesliga, German Cup, and the UEFA Champions League at just 19 years old. He wasn't just a part of the team, he was a critical piece of it. His legendary run down the wing against Barcelona, where he embarrassed seasoned defenders and delivered a perfect assist, instantly became iconic. Commentators couldn't stop praising his speed, calling him a roadrunner with the ball. He had gone from a refugee camp to the grandest stage in European football in less than 2 decades. Off the pitch, Alphonso's impact is just as powerful. He became a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador in 2021, using his platform to raise awareness for refugees around the world. He's not just a footballer, he's a symbol of hope. A living example that your origins do not define your destination. Alphonso has always been vocal about his roots, reminding the world that he is not only proud to represent Canada, but also proud of the journey that brought him there. In his words, "I want to show kids who are in difficult situations that anything is possible." What makes Alphonso Davies' story even more compelling is his humility. Despite reaching the pinnacle of club football, he remains grounded. Whether it's dancing in locker rooms, laughing during interviews, or posting gaming clips on social media, he never seems to forget the joy of the game. He's still the same kid who loved football in the streets of Edmonton and the refugee camps of Ghana. Today, Alphonso Davies is more than just one of the world's best fullbacks. He represents a new era in football, one where talent can come from anywhere and where adversity can forge greatness. He's a reminder that no matter your background, no matter how rough your start, dreams are worth chasing. Because sometimes the greatest players aren't born in football academies. They're born in places the world forgets, raised in struggle, and powered by resilience. Alphonso's journey is far from over. Injuries, pressure, and competition are part of the game. But if his past has shown us anything, it's that he thrives under pressure. He's already inspired millions, and he's only in his early 20s. Whether it's leading Canada to their first World Cup in decades or dazzling in Champions League nights, Alphonso Davies continues to defy expectations. From refugee to rising star to full-blown superstar, the story of Alphonso Davies is not just about football. It's about family, courage, sacrifice, and what it truly means to rise above. In a world that often defines people by where they come from, Alphonso Davies reminds us that it's where you're going and how you carry others along with you that truly matters.